You're listening to the Culips English podcast. To download the study guide for this episode, which includes the transcript, detailed vocabulary explanations, real-world examples, and a quiz, visit our website, culips.com. CULIPS.com. Hello, everybody. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Jeremy.
And you're listening to Culips. Hey, Jeremy. How's it going?
Really well. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well, but I feel like I have a little bit of a frog in my throat today. So
man.
If my voice sounds funny on the recording, I apologize to everybody.
You should drink some warm water or something.
Yeah, I got some tea here, but it's not really helping, but what can you do? I'll be okay. I'll make it through.
You should probably stop eating frogs, too.
Oh, yeah. Very good idea. Very good idea.
Do the listeners know this phrase? Have you talked about having a frog in your throat before?
Well, I can't remember off the top of my head, but even if we have, it's probably a good idea to recap.
Yeah.
What does it mean if you have a frog in your throat?
Well, it doesn't literally mean that there is a frog in your throat. How sad, right, for the frog. But frogs make this sort of sound. And when people say, I have a frog in my throat, they mean that their voice sounds a little bit weird, like maybe they're sick or something.
Yeah, you're sick or you're congested and your voice isn't as clear as it usually is.
Exactly, not clear.
Yep, so I'm a little raspy, got a frog in my throat, but it's not the end of the world.
Definitely not. I hope not.
I hope not too. So today, Jeremy, we are going to do a catchword episode. And for all the listeners out there, if you're not familiar, Catchword is the series where we take a close look at some really interesting and useful English vocabulary and slang. And just before we get started today, I want to let everyone know that the study guide for this episode is available for download on our website, culips.com. And I think the study guide is the best way to follow along with these episodes. You really can make the most of your study time with the study guide because you will get a transcript, detailed vocabulary explanations and examples, and a quiz as well. So it's a great resource and you can download it at culips.com. Okay, so Jeremy, today's catchword episode theme is sort of violent.
I was going to say. Death?
Death.
Well,
Yeah.
Sort of, but metaphorical death. How about that?
Metaphorical death. Yeah. The two expressions that we'll look at today are to die for and to kill for. Now, of course, these sound very violent, but actually we use these expressions when we talk about something that we like or something that we really, really want. What is our first expression, Jeremy?
Our first expression is to die for. You're going to love it.
To die for.
It's to die for. Our first expression is to die for. But something that is to die for is very, very desirable, right?
So desirable, in fact, that you would die to get it.
Yeah.
You would die for that thing.
Metaphorically, right?
Metaphorically, yeah. This is an exaggeration, but it shows just how much you really like that thing.
It's very commonly used, definitely.
Especially when we're talking about food.
Yeah. Food, Most of the time food, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I would say most of the time food as well. Like, oh, have you been down to that new sandwich shop on the corner? It's to die for. Their sandwiches are to die for. They're really delicious.
But I don't think anyone would really die for one of their sandwiches because if you're dead, you can't eat it. What's the point?
That's right. You're just saying that it's really, really delicious. But we can also use it to describe other things as well, right? You could say, like, maybe the new iPhone is to die for, or that Versace handbag is to die for.
Yeah, you could say that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that.
I wouldn't say that either.
I don't think so.
But actually, when I was trying to think of examples for this episode, all of the examples that came into my head were food.
Yeah.
But then I did a search on Twitter and I saw people using the expression to talk about things like iPhones and handbags. So some people do think like this for sure.
It's sort of a maximum, right? It's the maximum.
Maximum desire, maximum want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Let's get to some examples with this expression, to die for.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, let's grab some lunch. What do you feel like?
Want to check out the new taco truck that's parked outside the office? Sarah said their burrito is to die for.
Hey, sounds good to me. Let's go. In this example, two coworkers are talking about lunch and what they're going to eat for lunch. One of them suggests visiting a taco truck because he heard their burritos are to die for. Let's listen to that part of the example a couple more times.
Sarah said their burrito is to die for. Sarah said their burrito is to die for.
So here, to die for just means that the burritos are really, really delicious.
Maximum delicious.
Maximum deliciousness. Yeah. Now, maybe some of our listeners don't know what a taco truck is or a food truck.
I was thinking that too. They're really popular here in California, at least. They're sort of a large truck, like a van, usually. So it's enclosed, right? And it's a kitchen on wheels.
A kitchen on wheels, exactly. Yeah. And a lot of times in North America, these food trucks will park in front of office complexes so that all the workers can come out and eat at the truck for lunch. So I think in this example, maybe that's the situation that we heard.
Yeah, I think so too.
We have one more example with this expression. So let's take a listen to it now.
Oh, right. Dinner is served. I hope everything tastes okay.
Oh my God, this is so good. I didn't know you could cook like this.
I'm glad you like it.
Like it? I love it. This risotto is to die for.
Great. Well, help yourself. I made a lot. In this example, the host of a dinner party receives a compliment on his excellent cooking. His guest says that his risotto is to die for. Let's listen to that part of the example again.
This risotto is to die for. This risotto is to die for.
When a food is to die for, it means it's super delicious. And actually, to die for is a great way to compliment someone after they serve you some delicious food.
So, we have a second expression to take a look at today, Jeremy, and that is to kill for. Okay, so the first one was to die for, but now it's to kill for. So this is more of an active expression, I would say, right? You're not dying for something, you're killing for something. It means you really want something, right?
Yeah, it sounds terrible, but it sort of means, metaphorically, that you are willing to kill somebody to get that thing as a reward for the killing. Terrible, gosh.
yeah, to kill for something, you want something so bad that you would go to the extent of killing someone, again, metaphorically, to get the thing that you want. So one extra thing that we should add is that we often use this expression, to kill for, with the words right now, right? Like you want something in the moment really badly. Like a smoker might say, oh, I'd kill for a cigarette right now, right? If they're on a camping trip or something, they don't have any more cigarettes with them.
Or on a really hot day, if someone says, I would kill for an ice cold drink right now.
Exactly. So that's another thing to note, is that we often use to kill for with right now.
That's also really important to mention because, for example, normally I might not in general say I'd kill for a cold beer, right? If it's not very hot outside, I'm not very thirsty, then there's no reason for me to say that. But if in the situation it's very, very hot or I'm really, really thirsty, then it would make sense to use this expression. It's sort of an immediate need that you have.
Yeah, you want something in the moment very, very badly.
Yes.
And that's when we often use it. Exactly. Cool. Well, let's take a listen to some examples with this expression, to kill for.
Hey man, good game.
Hey, thanks. You too.
All that running around really wore me out. I'd kill for a bottle of water right now.
I got a couple of water bottles in my bag. Let me go grab you one.
Awesome, thanks.
In this example, two teammates just finished playing a soccer game, and one of them mentions that he's really thirsty. Actually, so thirsty that he'd kill for a bottle of water. Let's listen to that part of the example again.
I'd kill for a bottle of water right now. I'd kill for a bottle of water right now.
So he'd kill for a bottle of water. That just means that he really wants a bottle of water. Okay, Jeremy, we have one more example to listen to. Are you ready for it?
All right.
Have you seen Emily around? I'd like to get her opinion on this report before I send it off to the boss.
Did you forget? She's on vacation for the next few weeks. She won't be back until next month.
Oh, I totally forgot. Wow, am I ever jealous? I'd kill for a vacation right now.
In this example, two coworkers are talking about their colleague, Emily. One of them forgot that Emily is on vacation and won't return to the office for a few weeks. When he heard this, he said that he would kill to go on a vacation right now. Let's hear him say this again a couple more times.
I'd kill for a vacation right now. I'd kill for a vacation right now.
Okay, so he'd kill to go on a vacation. This means that he really, really wants to take a vacation. He must really hate his job.
Or he just really wants to take a vacation. Maybe.
Yeah, you can love your job and still want to go sit by the pool somewhere.
Indeed, indeed.
Unless you are a lifeguard or something. If you work near a pool.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Well, Jeremy, I think that brings us to the end of today's episode. Just to recap, we looked at two violent expressions that we use as metaphors to talk about something we really like or something we really want. So in the case of liking, it's to die for. And in the case of wanting, it's to kill for. So thank you for listening, everyone. And if you have any comments or questions for us, drop us a line. You can email us at contact@culips.com. And we are also on Facebook at facebook.com/Culips podcast. So come on over and say hello to us there as well.
And if you'd kill to hear some more episodes of the show, you can go to culips.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
We will be back with another episode soon, so we will talk to you then. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Have you signed up for the Culips newsletter? You can receive updates on all the latest episodes, tips about learning English, and special Culips offers delivered directly to your inbox for free. To join, just visit culips.com and enter your email address at the bottom of the page.